your thoughts about UFOs, unidentified flying objects. Recently, there's been two posts that gained my attention. One in Colorado, which was viewed by 12 employees there in Colorado at the Red Rocks Amphitheater, and another one in Canada, which I'm showing you a still clip from his video while they were driving through Fort Alexander. Are these craft reverse engineered by our own military that have cloaking ability and can fly at unbelievable speeds? Many ex-military CIA people have come forward talking about how we have reverse engineered some of the crashed aliens. There's been talk how we have an agreement with aliens. We've all heard, or most of us have heard, about Project Bluebeam, where it's going to be a fake invasion to further bankrupt Americans by fear of an invasion. Hi everyone, I'm Mary with MaryGreeley News. Thank you very much for joining me. Please like, share, and subscribe. Put your comments down below about your encounters with UFOs or aliens. The National UFO Reporting Center released a report earlier this month. I believe it happened on June 4th, saying that around a dozen employees at the Red Rocks Amphitheater watched a large UFO as it lit up the sky in Colorado. The employees were reportedly cleaning up the grounds around 1 a.m. on June 5th. Oh, I thought it was the 4th, but it's the 5th. Shortly after a country western music festival, Ian Munsick took the stage for the evening's performance. The employees claimed that they spotted a dark metallic disc that appeared in the sky. The UFO evidently didn't just quickly leave. It started fading away until it was no longer visible. It didn't shoot off into the distance. It simply dissolved into the ether, is what some of the reports said. One of the employees who reportedly said they saw the UFO said that he said to his co-workers, "Hey, what's that over there? It looks like a spaceship." The other workers evidently turned around in the direction he was pointing, and sure enough, there was a UFO hovering about a half a mile, maybe a mile north of Red Rocks, according to the report. They all asked, "Are you seeing this too?" Was a resounding yes from everyone in the group. The mysterious flying object hovered above the treetops around Golden, Colorado venue for less than a minute before it faded out into the air, according to the witnesses. It was reportedly disc-shaped and 3 stories tall. I guess they figured that because it was 3 layers of windows, and the lights illuminated from the windows. So that's how they figured it was 3 stories tall. The UFO spanned several hundred feet and was illuminated by the lights. So it's like, lately it seems like they just don't care if they're seen. They want to be seen. You know, recently the government has come out with videos of the UFOs. So was this a military craft and they wanted people to see it and report it? Or was it aliens from another planet? Are they trying to send us a warning of some sort? UFOs often show up over military bases, and I've heard, I'm sure you've heard, how they disarmed the nuclear warheads at some of these bases. I've heard reports how the aliens sent a message saying that they prevented us here on Earth from destroying ourselves with nuclear weapons, and how the next time it happens, they're not going to intervene. Does that mean as a society as whole, we're not worth saving? Now, the witnesses said that soon as everyone there in the group noticed the UFO, they got the feeling that the UFO didn't want to be seen, and so it just kind of slipped away. I don't buy that. So far, there's been 3,320 UFO sightings reported in Colorado this year alone. My belief is that these things show up just before a disaster, or during a disaster, or after a disaster. kind of like Mothman. Here's a post, I believe it was sent into MUFON. It's nuforc.org. And it was reported on the 5th. And I'll go down here and read what it says. North of Red Rocks, about a mile or so, hovering above the treetops on the Hog's Back Ridge. The color was dark metallic, several hundred feet long, and it hovered there and then moved about 5 to 10 miles an hour east. What we saw was a classic disc-shaped metallic craft that was several hundred yards long and had 3 levels of windows, almost like a really long 3-story office building. This thing was totally silent. It didn't make a sound. What's even crazier is that as soon as we all started noticing it and stopped what we were doing to pay attention to it, the craft tipped at an angle and slowly started moving belly first to the east. Then it started fading away until it was invisible. It didn't shoot off in the distance. It simply dissolved into the ether, and we all watched it vanish. It was not a plane, it was not a satellite, a drone, or anything like that. There are no mistaking what it was. We all saw the giant disc-shaped craft hovering a few hundred feet above the ground with 3 rows of lights, windows and lights. Then we all saw it fade into nothing as soon as it knew that we were being watched. There were a dozen other people who saw it with me. My daughter and myself have seen our share of UFOs years ago when she had a paper route. We'd get up like at 4 o'clock in the morning and go out and deliver the papers, and we saw this UFO, and I told my daughter, let's send it an ESP message and see if we can get it to come over to where we were at, and it did. I took several pictures and sent them in to Linda Moulton Howe, who later got in contact with me. My eyes being as bad as they are, I really couldn't tell too much about the object other than it looked triangular shaped with a center bright light, and like most reports, there was no sound. We probably watched it for at least 5 minutes, if not longer, and I took pictures of them. I don't think I have them anymore. They could be stored away on some disk, because I often save things to disks, and who knows where those are at now. But it hovered above the homes, several, maybe 3 football fields up in the sky, I would say. Then slowly rose up and then went off towards the east, I would say, and we couldn't see it anymore. Then in Canada, Justin Stevenson and his wife Danielle were driving through Fort Alexander around 10 p.m. on May 14th when they saw several mysterious orbs with yellow lights hovering above the Winnipeg River. And I'll play you a video that I found on Twitter, and you can hear him talking about this. Be warned, he is excited, and there is some bad language in the video.
I guess that was, is that Tourist B? Look, there's another one there. Look at, what the fuck is that? Yo, I think we're seeing some aliens. We're looking at something here. I don't know what that is. Is that a plane or what is that? We're on the North Shore. We're trying to figure out what that is. Trying to record it here. Is it fire in the sky or something, or what? Are they going farther away, or is that moving closer? Looks like it's going away. It was brighter. Two bright lights way above the tree line on the south shore. Towards, I guess that must be, is that towards B? Look, there's another one there. Look at, what the fuck is that? Yo, I think we're seeing some aliens. For real. Okay, I'm gonna record, hang on.
Stevenson was supposedly a self-proclaimed skeptic before he saw these objects. And what I noticed about these bright lights is, they were reflecting on the water. Some people claimed that they were helicopters or drones or flares. Flares often flicker and they slowly drop. So I don't think it was flares. It could have been drones. I don't know. And it was cloudy, so it's hard to tell. So what's the reason to be there along the river in Canada? Is there a military base over there? Does anyone know? Yeah, because they're often seen around military bases. Put your comments down below. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.